what I'm actually going to do is take something called Twitter, which you may or may not know. I'm going to also put that in there. Flipboard won as one of the best applications in 2010 by no one other than Apple, but many others. It's a fantastic application. Gives you cover stories here. What Flipboard does is it makes basically a magazine out of anything, and I'm going to show you how you can use this in a cool pedagogical way where you can literally create digital course material that looks exactly like this for your students, and that they will be able to watch and see as well. If we go back and search, you can see they have like Dagens Nyheter and things like that are also available. So this isn't only for English, but it's Swedish as well. And you can get things here as well, so it's not restricted to any language by any means. If you can go through the stories and see something you like, if you see a story that you like, you can literally click on that story. That story pops up. Of course, it might take a little time. It won't if you're at school, because the internet there is fast, not like at my house. And of course, you can also share these links. You can email these links and things like that. If you want to share the link, I can share it right on my Twitter account, which I'm going to get into with you in a second, which is really good. So let's do that. Let's just click on that. Let's see what it asks for, but we'll get to that in a second. But it's a fantastic way. This is how I look at my morning news before I go into class. Literally, I'll cover stories, and then I'll cover technology, and I'll cover sort of the BBC, CNN, the Guardian, and Christian Science Monitor. I usually get into, but literally you can go right into them this way, and I mean they're fantastic. They're beautiful in terms of being able to read. Again, right now I got 4 things going on at the same time, so it's taking a while to load for me. So how do you make this make sense for you? It could be a class, could be an English class, could be a Swedish class, could be a social science class, whatever class that you have. You can give them maybe 10 minutes to read. They can search on specific things that they want to look for, and certain topics and things like that as well. If you created a Twitter account, which is really cool, what you can do is actually have your Twitter account look like a book, if you will. This is one that I just created really quick right now. I have different things on growth in developing countries. If I go on to another one, I can literally get a whole article about the stages of development with PowerPoints and things like that. This gets into Rostow. I get right into literally the book and things like that. I just simply go up here and press this to go back. I can go on here, the inconvenient truth, a skyrocketing demand for food. I mean, you could have one controlled theme the whole time. This is sort of just out there because I was just picking a few things, if you will. But this one you'll see is on TED Talks, and you literally will go on to TED, and the student would be able to literally see it like this. So they would just swipe up, they would look at this, they'd be able to click on it, and they instantly would be able to take a look and watch this, which is absolutely fantastic. It's quick, it's to the point, the material is already there for them, and in here you could even have a follow-up in terms of questions and things like that right after this. So literally what you can do is make a digital book within minutes. They go into Flipboard, they have the same Twitter account as you do, so you can make a Twitter account with like Geography A or Social Science 1B, and you all share that same Twitter account. And other people can tweet in it too. I mean, you can have everyone tweet into it and send different tweets. And soon what you'll have is a whole course compendium where people can go in and look through different things. So that is Flipboard. Seeing news like you've never seen it before. Again, I'm also focused on the aesthetics of how they look, the ease of it, and the idea that you can actually create your own digital book within minutes. As stated before, what I did is if I go into Twitter, here's what my Twitter looks like. Let's say that I'm out there on the internet, and I'm talking about biofuels, and I tend to look at this TED Talk here. of course, what I really can do here is select all, copy it, and I can literally go onto my Twitter account. Just press down like this, and I paste it in, and I send it. And automatically I will have that attached onto my Twitter, and that will be coming up in a second. And I can always, make another new tweet. And let's say that I want to find articles now about biofuels. If I'm into biofuels, here I get different global warming articles. So I chose one right before, alternative energy, how to process biofuel. I really like this one. I want my students to read it. I can just literally click up there. I select all. I copy that. I go into my Twitter account. Press like that. I paste it. Paste. I send that as well. And sooner than later, these will all eventually come up into my Twitter account. If I go Twitter and I say my tweets, sooner or later these will also pop up. It takes a little while for them to pop up. But you'll see them all right here very soon. Those different articles appear on here. And the students will have access to the same thing, so they'll see the same things you want. So whatever you want to add, you just simply add. So it's fantastic. I can't describe how cool this one is, because I can link it to videos that are on the internet, articles. I can link it to my own things, of course. If I want to tweet, I can tweet myself too. It's not like I have to link things. I can literally, say whatever I want and put it in here too, and send that and have that in there as well. Again, as you can see, my internet's having some issues here, so that's why it's not all popping up right now. But at school, we have a great internet system, no doubt about it. I haven't experienced otherwise. So there you have that. This is Flipboard. News, awesome, and also being able to add your own interactive book in less than 10 minutes.